Well, morning people. Oh, here we are. Roll box, setting up. We'll see what happens today. See if we can actually catch more than £50. We have been doing in the last couple of matches. It's on a good peg. Never fished it before, this peg, but try not to clatter the camera with my pole and my hand in the handle like I normally do, but we'll see. I'm going to sign off for a minute while we get the rest of the stuff sorted. Come back to you when we start. Well, we'll see what happens today. Bit worried about this land in the head, but still we'll see what happens. Today I decided to start on pellets because I feel a little bit like it's quite deep here. That's two. So it's just under 4 foot across. I can really see some fish cruising about out there. It's shallower to the right hand side. So left hand side is quite a 4.5 foot. Left hand side is much shallower. It is under 3 foot. So that I feel might be better a bit later. I'm going to start, I think that's going to be better for shallow. So I'm going to tap in here. I'll start off tapping in there, but I'm going to loose feed as well here. Be meat. I haven't really set a short line up yet, but I'm thinking that I'm probably going to just throw either casters or I'm going to check the depth because it is quite deep short. See if I can find a depth worth fishing at short. Yeah, see, so it's already, I can see that we need to, let's move that over. Just want to check where I'm going to throw pellets. Basically, it deepens up quite quick. It's definitely deeper to the left than it is to the right, so yeah. That's some deeper rigs. Let's put my shallower one on. There's a couple of lines out there that are slightly different depths. This one will be slightly shallower, so I'm thinking I can find a line where I can just throw some pellets or casters short, depending on what happens out long. There you go, see that? Massive difference in depth. So I'm now thinking that rig will be alright if I just throw in. Just here, look at that, perfect. I'm thinking probably slightly to the right, where it's definitely flatter. So I'll just aim for the reeds in front, and that's another area that I can fish with that same rig. Just fishing a Balkan one on those lines. So I've got meat for tight edges. And that will be that. I don't know about that. Really? We're going to start an hard pellet anyway. I'll put pellets in there. So I'm going to fill it up because I'm going to rattle some in on my right, I'm just going to turn off for 2 seconds just because I don't want to save the battery and we're not fishing for another 7 minutes. Oh, 1 minute to go and counting. Wind's changed, suddenly got a bit cold. I might have to put my jacket back on. Wind's got up, which is a little bit annoying, to be fair. So I want to tap in on that right hand line. The wind's blowing into that island, which I have a funny feeling might end up being better today. So got them reeds there as well, which I didn't. That's fine. I can have a little go. I might ping a few pellets there, and I can go. I don't know if that's passed off. Oh, I don't know if I can. It looks more like it's next door, so I have to ignore that because there's the peg next door, and I think I would say that's about over halfway. So I won't do that. I've got enough room to my left anyway. I can go to the left of the tree, right of the tree, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Good luck. Oh! That's going to be my faux line now. A little tap in there, and now we're going to just tap in some pellets long now, see what happens. I decided to make that my starting point there. Might have to get a bit tighter than that, I think. I'm just changing my line slightly there. Starting to ping already there, I think. Start getting the right, and I'm going to actually change rigs because I think that one's not quite right. That's now going to be sitting. Decide I want to feed it away a little bit because I can't strike properly with that frigging trees there. That's now sitting up, so I've got to change my rig quick. Right, okay, already I feel like that's too deep. Another little ivy. F1. Oh, not a blinking sign there. It's a bit weird. Don't help with matey boy's fucking feeder flying across the lake, does it? The ones you want. Sometimes you think, how did that hook get in there? So you can feel the heat on the pole from the sun, but in the shade it's bloody freezing. Just change a little bit how I'm feeding this line. Putting in a few micros and pinging a few over the top, but decided to come in a little bit closer. Feels a bit better. I feel like slightly on the wrong depth there though. Definitely going to have moody on in a minute, it's cold. There you come. I'm going to ping a few this time. Funny feeling this side is going to be better than that side today. I think it's because of the wind. So I'm going to lower it a bit that side. It'd be quite good if he moved his fucking feeder out. Mate, you're coming over a little bit far. Mate, your feeder's coming a little bit close to me. Your feeder's coming right over to here. Past the island. Fucking great, isn't it? Wants to go round now. Bloody cold again now, that wind. Yeah. I had to tell him opposite. His feeder's coming right over my side. Yeah. Hey? 6 F1s. You? But it's not like, I don't feel like there's a load of fish there, if you know what I mean. Not getting line at all. Ooh. I'm not having a go, mate. It's only because you're coming this way a bit. I'm in a competition, that's all. Yeah, don't get the hump. I don't, no, I know I don't. You don't have to get arsey with me. I only asked. Hey? Yeah. That should get a bit annoying now. I've just realised that when I was filming before, my thinking microphone was covered, so I don't think much got heard. Anyway, just changed the battery, just realised that my microphone was on the inside of my jacket. Anyway, it's fishing quite hard from what I can gather. I've not had a single fish overshotted. I've just been tapping in a bit of ground bait, fishing a 4mm expander or a hard pellet, just here on the corner of this island. I'll get the odd skimmer, but I've had some better F ones as well, and I've done a rig. There's a snag out there, so I'm just come back a bit away from it. I keep feeding that caster line, but it's not really gone mad. This has been my best line so far, but being a little bit patient. Everyone's starting to catch a few now from what I can see. I need something good to happen. I need my caster line to come good, basically. I just quite fancy this little line here, I don't know why. It's comfortable. The wind's pushing in there, even though it's a colder wind. I feel like there's a few fish there. We've not had a bite this time, which is a bit strange. I'll take a shot off, I think. I'll have to alternate between these two lines because I seem to get a couple and it goes. I feel like soft pellets was better. But I've done my rig. Change the hook again, you know. Now I can't get a bite. Unbelievable it is. I think I'm going to have to just have a go on my caster line now. Keep catching bloody roach. It's just not what we want. Definitely roach. I don't feel like there's many F1s there. Just catching roach. Roach, 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 roach. That's what was sort of happening before, you know. Might be fouled. Yeah, definitely fouled. The bank's undercut, you can tell that. I'm trying to get right underneath it straight away. So the foul look towards the stocky. Answers that question, doesn't it? No idea what I've got now. The clicker's gone completely doolally. Or my clicking, not the clicker. I'm trying to red pad it on you quick. I have to take a shot off that. Funny feeling that might be the way to do it. Maybe a float. Hope they hook their cells. Actually not happening today, is it? Not that bloody snag again, is it? Every time. Definitely a bleeding snag out there. When you get them, they're decent fish, to be fair. It sort of seems like the way to go now. I don't think shallow's going to happen today, so I think we'll just sack that off. A nice depth there. Like I said that, I've just seen an F1 frigging turn where I've been feeding casters, but I don't want to get it too close to the... Definitely a lot of fish there now. There's a lot of bow waves and all sorts going on there now. Completely lost track now of my nets. So he's got to keep going there. Let them fish stay there. Sitting on a fish, that is. So frustrating. That's what I can do, I'm afraid. Just going to keep doing it. Bloody snags. Ain't been nothing today now, I've lost too many bloody fish. Frustrating. Just you can do though, I'm afraid, today. Fish want to sit where they want to sit. last hour. Had a nice, decent little run, but it's all been a bit funny still. I just feel like I should be catching more than I am, but I think everybody's struggling a bit, to be fair. Just got some more expanders out. Now, I haven't tried fishing anywhere else other than where I am at the moment. I've been feeding pellets all day there and meat. I will have to drop in there at some point. Bloody duck. Used to think that I'm feeding the duck and not the fish, but there we go. Only trouble you see with expanders, I'm in and out a lot because they're coming off the hook quick. Even though I'm trying to lift and drop gently. Nothing staying inside my pole, it's really annoying me. 2 floats of mine sitting out there, I can see. Just quickly, while we're out again. Oh man, if I could catch on the bloody overshotted rig there, you know. Need to go around back out there again, I think. I'll just go and then we'll move it again. I think maybe to try overshot on it, but I need to put that ground bait out there still. I feel like we're running out of time a little bit as well. Come on, swim out the net, will you? I think what we'll do now is do you both. That's what we'll do. Well, can't really catch a lot quicker than that, can you? Really. Feel like it's found it. God, little buggers they really are. God, Jesus, wet. Definitely weren't found it. It's amazing that I've got my other rig back. Don't quite know how that happened, but still. Mental. Clean your pole tomorrow. There's another shot on that. wet feet. I think it's going to be a very close match. I think I'm going to be just short. Dirty things wriggle about, trashed, get your arm all wet. Soaking wet feet. See Michael Jackson tonight. I've no idea what time it is. Well, fit this way. No point doing anything else now. Jake is catching, but I think he's stacking carp by the looks of it. What he means he's going to do, mate. the arse. I don't think it's going to come in somehow. Fuck off doing that in the net. They twist and turn and fuck you over in the net. You don't need it. All those videos about getting them in the net a certain way so they don't do it, but only it was that easy. Sure it is if you do it every day. They do like this green expander. Blimey. Yeah, in the end, yeah, it took a bit of time, but solid out there now. But just this side, I've caught nothing over that side. I don't know, I've not counted. No, I stopped counting, I had £40 and stopped. I'm not out again now, unfortunately. They look alright though, it's a shame. I'm just going to move that out wait a tad a minute. Yeah, definitely got £50. Yeah. How's this fish? I've stopped clicking at about £40, so I'd like to think I've got 65, 70. I've got casters here, but they're about a week old. Don't suppose anybody want them, do they? All on pellets.
Pellets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all pellets.
Do you have any carp or not?
3, but not very big. It's just nice to catch a few fish late. £70 den.
£70.
Oh, do you mean it? I've no idea what I've got in what net. No idea what's in what. I really haven't.
How many nets you got in? 4?
Yeah.
Have you got another small net?
I'm not sure, but
Have you got fish in all 4?
yeah.
Okay, grab another net then.
They're not a load in. I don't think there's a load in this one. No, there's not.
That's fine, we'll do these two together. We'll do the other 2 together.
I ain't got as much as I thought I had, to be fair.
£35.12. Your last net though with this one?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, it's only because I didn't know what I put in what. Got nowhere near anything like I thought I had.
I don't know. Pretty close to 70, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Maybe a 60. Might be 70. I reckon it's just shy. Oh no, yeah.
I wasn't lying then when I said 70.
No, 35.10. That's the same as you weighed. Oh no, you weighed 35.12 in your first.
Yeah,
So we'll get a picture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheesy fees.
One 6.
Oh well, thank God.
Well done, sir.
Thank you. Been able to caught a few up here and I don't know what's fish like.
I don't know, I've only just got back to sleep.
Yeah. Have you been out?
Had a doctor's appointment.
And it's frustrating. Well, we've had £71, which I don't think is going to do any good, but we'll see. Had a nice day though, and we'll go from there. I'm going to sign off because I'm running out of power. Bye for now. Well, afternoon, people. Back in the garage. It's Thursday, and what day is it, to be honest? Thursday, voting day, 7th of the 5th. Anyway, I went to Royal Berks yesterday for the Open, and I drew a really good peg, 45. It's in between two islands. I'm going to say late 2, but I'll get it mixed up. Probably 3. Who knows? I think it's 2. But anyway, brilliant peg. But I was told it's brilliant peg to catch shallow to the left. There's like 2 islands you can get. It's only like 14 metres really. So you can fish left and right. And yeah, it's lovely. It's very deep. It's deep. I can see why it's good shallow peg. It is deep. So plan was pellets to start with to my left, on my left line, left island, and I was just going to tap in a few micros and a bit of ground bait on the right line towards the right island. Found about 2.5 foot, I think. Nice little flap bit, 2.5 foot on the right. Left it was 4 foot, maybe a bit deeper than that. Probably nearer 5. Anyway, pellets. The plan to switch to casters if pellets were no good, because I only had about 3 pints of casters, so I was just going to see which way it was going to go. And whistle's gone. I've plumbed up 2 edges as well. Sorry, that I was going to throw meat left and right, just drop in every now and again, see if I can nick one. I know they're deep edges as well, but roughly I could use the same rig for either side. And whistle's gone. Tapped in a few, threw some pellets short, feeding pellets to my left. Gone out short quick, nothing. Gone out long on the bottom, but a little stocky. But no signs. I think a bit strange. Kept feeding. No good. So gone shallow. Roach on my left line. This was tried and overshotted, just wasn't right. I kept feeding it. Anyway, I realised the guy to my left, which is not as good a peg, he was catching someone who's overshotted to the reeds. And it was a little bit like, hold on, this happened Saturday on Fish South. The fish were in cover, like reeds and stuff like that, which I didn't have. But looking around and listening to the guys behind that were on good pegs, 68, I'm going to say. And get this right, 68, and then in the 50s, they're all struggling, which are good pegs. On the lake behind, I'm thinking, right, okay. So it's not fishing as where everybody thought it was going to. Switched to feeding casters on my shallow line. Feeding. I've not had one fish shallow. I've wasted too much time doing that. Thinking, everyone's saying, oh, it's a brilliant shallow peg, you know, like Brad said, he had £130 in 2 hours, and you just think, right, okay. So you go for it, don't you? You sort of think, got to try and win the match, so you go for it. Well, it just wasn't happening. So I've then gone to the right island, and I have just tapped in a few pellets and micros and a few 4s, gone out and had 3-4 fish quick, then another bite. I think, oh dear, it's a bit strange. I've mixed up some of this new green expander, and very nice it is too. Good thing about it is you don't need a load. You mix it up and it swells right up. It's really good. And I'll mix that up. And I'll put a few micros in it. Got some expanders out and just completely switched the way I was fishing. And just capping in, putting in this and micros with 4mm expander or 6mm expander on the hook. Sitting, being a bit more patient. Bite's pretty finicky, but it was much better. More positive bite. Great, lovely, thank you. Clunk, got another one. Clunk, another one. Clunk, another one. But it's very snaggy. I've then hooked 2 fish. Well, one that's it's just snagged me completely. God knows what on. You know, literally hooked it, and all I've got is elastic stretching. No fish pulling. It's done me straight away. So I had to pull for a break on that, lost my rig, set up again. Oh, sorry, I had another rig already set up. It's gone out on that one. Same thing, cab potting on my expander still, but it was noticeable that I was getting a lot more misbites. And obviously you're striking a bit next to an island, so I'm trying to do it gently, but the expander is coming off. So I've hard pellet, switched to hard pellet, and then that was better. Started nicking a few on that, but then I got done again. It's literally just shot off, might have been fouled at this one, shot off sort of right along the side of the island, and there's some reeds and God knows what else, and it's done me in that. Float number 2 gone. Anyway, then I've got done again. I've got broken, just clean off above the float. I've had a bite, struck, and it's just kited off. And there's obviously something in the water there. So I've come back on myself a little bit, started again, and then it was much better. Come closer to me, to the point of the island. Probably a little bit shallower as well. Tapping it in again, the green expander and micros, and I had a nice little run there, right up until the end. Too late, too good, too late. Sussed it probably too late. Should have done that earlier, but it's so easy to say that afterwards. You know, should have done this, should have done that. But you know, you think you're going to catch shallow, and you kept thinking it might come. I did see a sign of a fish, and I've gone back out and had another go, but no, it was caught a roach. The guy to my left, and I stopped catching shallow. Listening to what was going on around, nobody was catching shallow. Just didn't happen. The match was actually won meat on the peg I had on Fish South, peg 63, but he's fished it completely different. He's caught on meat short, £90. I mean, on a normal day, you're probably not going to win doing that, I don't think, because it was just a day the fish didn't want to know. Shallow, basically. I think it was a cold wind. But as I was talking to Brad afterwards and before the match, like he said, when I drew 63 on the Fish South, he said I fished it dead right. It was just the wrong day on that peg. You know, I've bladdered casters trying to catch shallow. It just didn't want to know. He wanted to be in the cover, and I just didn't have any cover. I could have fished a sensible match that day and fished short and down the edges, but I was never going to catch the weight needed to qualify. So, as Brad said, you've got to fish your peg on that day to try and win the match. Sorry about that. You've got to fish your peg on the day to win the match. You know, the right method. And the right method on that day was to fish cast shallow. First and second was doing that. So did the right thing. Didn't work on the day. Yesterday, again, went there to try and win the match. Feeding cast shallow. Didn't work again. I did switch to fishing more negatively too late. You know, only £90 won it. I've had 71, which was actually 4th or 5th. Won my section, but there was a 70, it was £90, an 83, an 81. I can't remember what after that, but I've had 71, 12. There was a 71 dead. So it's very close. Didn't try my edges, but I was catching quite well towards the island, and I hate coming off. If you're catching well on one particular thing, I don't like coming off it when it's late in the match, because you can come off it and then try something else, go back, and it's not the same. So I just kept doing what I was doing. If that had died, then I would have come down the edge, but it didn't. There was fish there, and it was getting better. I think another 25 minutes, I think that £90 was definitely on the cards. If I could fish it again, I think it was a £100 day on that peg. But we can all say that afterwards, can't we? So yeah, that was a quick rundown of what happens on at Royal Berks. Enjoyed it. I do like that venue. It just suits me better than. Sorry, a bit tired. It suits me better than Willinghurst, I think. I've got something stuck on my tooth and it's bugging me. Willinghurst is big old fish. They feed when they want to feed. It doesn't matter what you do. If they don't want to feed, they don't feed. So I will go back there again, like I said before, but at the moment I'm quite enjoying my F1s. And I've got a torn ligament. All right, I've got an MRI scan. Waiting for that to come up just to see what's going on there. So I'm having to take it a bit easy as well, to be honest. I've not been able to go to the gym and do weights or anything, which I'm missing a bit, if I'm honest. I'm going to go for a nice long walk after this. But that's basically what happened yesterday. The green expander. It's a lovely ground bait. It really is. Give it a go. It's on my Christian Jones, but it worked well for me, definitely. Best rig on the day for me was the old Faithful. A 0.3 in Everett. Brilliant floats. They take a right old beating, they do. They're really good floats. And worked well for me. Just fishing 6mm pellet, hard pellet or expanders. Perfect. In 0.4 I fished and 0.3. All to 16 SLWG or 14 SLWG, either banded or just putting the pellet straight on the hook, basically. Sorry, my neighbour just came home. So that was about it. I did try these new Matrix commercial F1 hooks. But I've got to be honest, I didn't get on with them. I think they'd be brilliant for the winter. Definitely a little bit too soft for now. So yeah, I mean they are class for F1s and silvers all year round. I don't agree with the F1s all year round, if I'm honest. I think they're too springy. I had one straighten out, probably foul at fish, but yeah, it came straight off. Not saying there's anything wrong with them, but I think more of a winter hook than a hook for now. It's definitely sort of got to bully them a little bit, especially when you're near islands and stuff like that. That's that really. I did film the match, so I'm going to edit that maybe today. If not, maybe I've got to work all weekend doing it, so I'll have to see. Try and edit it. Maybe later, I'll see how I do. And that's about it really. Anyway, I'll stop blabbering. Thanks for watching. Oh, elastic was 8 to 10 or 12 to 14 amber flow, he says confidently. I used 10 to 12 hybrid, and I used 10 to 14 amber flow, I believe. Yeah, it was 10 to 14. Yeah, 10 to 14 amber flow. Lovely elastic, really is good. Brilliant, liquid filled, lovely stuff. Right, I'm going to sign off because I'm blabbering and I've got things to do. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.